Oh, we're on. It's been a long time since I did a rant. This is Lance Jones. Lance Jones driving along, making more baby. I still need to come out here. I really do. But anyway, I'm here because I'm gonna try to catch up on something. I have like 40 minutes, so I'm trying to catch up on something. Um, this is going back to January 31st. So let's just see how far I can go. But this is past news going into the present. Um, um, Lake Mead is shrinking, and I know they'll talk about trying to. I remember hearing this is allegedly. I remember them. I remember hearing that they want to bring water in from California to Lake Mead, but they're trying to figure out something because Lake Mead is shrinking. It doesn't rain a lot, so Lake Mead is shrinking. They don't want to get too low, and they want to push for a federal minimum wage, but it's coming with like people that oppose it. But let's see why they oppose it. Cause I didn't even see this. Um, okay, the Democrats they $15 minimum wage. Well, they say Biden, but plus 1,400 stimulus check, 130 billion. He's saying that people that um have a full time job shouldn't live in poverty, but some Republicans oppose a $15 minimum wage. They want the job loss nil again. Yeah, that's true, but the only thing that's probably going to happen is that the small businesses will close because they can't afford to stay open. But I mean, prices are increasing anyway. They're increasing prices. These are a lot of prices increase, and I mean the raise is increasing in Nevada, yeah, but why the wages aren't increasing? So if they go increase the minimum wage, then do a inflation. But if there's an inflation without the minimum wage being increased, then they need a do like a cost of living increase or something every year. So they say because of the virus going around, the minimum wages go hurt. But I mean, I kind of want it because I'm trying to get a house, so the minimum wage increase will help me out because I was already told what I pay, and if I get a minimum wage increase, then my mortgage will stay the same for like 30 years or something. So it's not gonna affect me, but as long as I'm written, it's gonna affect me. So I'm trying to get out of written. The only bad thing about having a house is that you're the landlord. Anything breaks, you gotta fix it yourself or have somebody fix it. That's the only sucky thing about having a house, but and paying property tax and HOA fees if you live in a neighborhood it has HOA fees, but it's better than renting in the long run. It's better than renting, and a lot of people that have houses, they tend to become their own contractor and all that, be having rigs and stuff up or whatever. But we really do need a wage increase because everything's gonna go up regardless of the money going up or not. But but besides that, um, I know that they was having issues with like the vaccine. There was shortages. but hopefully people that want the vaccine will be able to get it. So let's go with something else. Oh yeah, they saying a reason why the Lake Mead is decreasing because it has been destroyed in the snow from the Colorado from the upper Colorado River basin. It's below it's 20% below average. So that's hurting Lake Mead. But yeah, it's less precipitation and that's hurting Lake Mead. So hopefully something will happen. More rain or something will happen. Or they have to bring water in from somewhere else. Oh yeah, they want to build a second bridge in Laughlin, Bullhead City. Yeah, cause I guess the traffic is increasing there, so that they want to build a 724-foot bridge, which will probably be like a 4-lane bridge. Um, yeah, Clark County is supposed to put in 22 billion. So I don't know. I don't know how long. How much? Okay. If Clark County do 22 billion, then that means Arizona will have to do, because it's 46 million, 22 billion, 24 billion. Oh, so it's 42 billion to 46 billion. So they want so the bridge will be Nevada will build 3.5 miles of road connecting the bridge on the Nevada side to the Needles Highway in Laughlin. And Bullhead City will pay $3 billion to extend the highway to the bridge to the Bullhead Parkway. But the area has been waiting more than 20 years for construction of a second bridge. But the first bridge in Laughlin and Bullhead City was made in 1987. 600 million people, more than 600 million people have crossed the 4-lane bridge. Before that, it was a ferry that connected Laughlin to Bullhead City. But it was like a round trip over the Davis Dam of 12 hours. But yeah, they should build more bridges. I mean, they should build more bridges in Las Vegas because a lot of these neighborhood streets, they cut off, so bridges will really help. Let me put the phone down for a second. Okay, Portion Road. Let's go to 1B. Let's see. Oh, okay. I don't want to read that. Okay, the west side in Las Vegas, they are putting up signs in the Western Park. I'm not a Western. Well, they do have a West Side Park. But yeah, they'll put up those signs like if you're on the 95 515 freeway, get off on the King exit. So to get off, you'll see that big old sign that welcomes you to the historic West Side. And they are gonna do a future park that's gonna honor 36 leaders and icons of historic West Side neighborhood. So people from that era of Las Vegas will be honored. And the West Side neighborhood was a predominantly black neighborhood around the 1930s when residents were forced to settle there due to racist segregation laws, and it grew rapidly after World War II. But in 1950s, Jackson Avenue, which it looked like a main street, because it's like a 4-lane street with no traffic. It had businesses such as Town Tavern, Harlem Color, and Brown Derby. But over the years, the neighborhood has deteriorated, and the city is trying to figure out how to revamp the neighborhood. So they're building a park, and they put up those signs to make people remember. So they're trying to revitalize the neighborhood and make it look, better and feel safe. I really don't want to talk about the people from the U.S. Riot protest or the Capitol riot protest, cause yeah, I don't want to talk about that because that's very sad and very shocking. I don't want to talk about that. Yeah, cause I know it was an officer here, the Las Vegas Metro officer that went there and they found he did it, and I guess he lost his job and they detained him or whatever. I don't know, but I don't really want to talk about that because it's sad how people that's supposed to protect the city and the area do some racist stuff like this. So I don't want to talk about that. Okay, let's talk about this. A proposal to rename the McCann Airport near the Las Vegas Strip. So let's talk about that. Um, they want to rename the airport. Senator, former Senator Harry Reid, they want to rename the airport after him. So it probably called the Harry Reid International Airport. But excuse me, they try. Damn. Yeah, they tried to do it 4 years ago in Carson City, but it didn't pass. But Senator Pat McCarran, who the airport is named after, he may have appeared to be a nice man, but he was actually a racist. He was not a good man at all. Because back then, people was able to get away with being like that. Now people get called out for it. So it's not really good to be a racist now because they'll counsel you and all this stuff. So yeah, so they're trying to do that, and hopefully they'll be able to rename the airport. Cause I know he has a statue at the U.S. Capitol, and they want to remove it. So um, hopefully they'll do that. Cause any name for like a racist person, they need to get rid of. And I don't care if the family gets mad about it or not. So who cares? I remember they had a move like this. It was a man that got pulled over around February the 2nd, I believe. No, oh no, January 23rd. Okay, so it was a officer driving, I guess, in an unmarked car. It was a white Honda SUV that was flashing red, I guess the red and blue lights. So I mean, people are stupid because all you gotta do is read the license tag. If a license tag don't have a police like tag on it or whatever, then it's a giveaway. So they said, excuse me. So they said the officer pulled over in an unmarked car, but it was a Hyundai SUV. So the Hyundai SUV kept going. So the officer, so so the officer read the tags and he noticed that it's a license plate match from a plate from a similar incident the day before, which a Las Vegas resident reported being pulled over by a motorist in a white SUV. So the officer followed the person to an address on East Owens Avenue. What the driver was identified as Pedro Franco, and he was taken in custody. I know it's a felony to impersonate a police officer. And I guess when they like got in the car, they noticed it was a switch that controlled the flashing lights. So the SUV is a Hyundai Tucson. Okay. So stupid. What? Okay. So. Yeah. The person. Yeah. Yeah. He put up another person on US 95 freeway at 515 and Sunset Road, and then a person pulled over, and the car kept going. So. And then on East Lake Mead and East Christian Lane, she noticed a newer white Honda hatchback behind her with red and blue lights flashing. The woman said she slowed down, but she didn't stop. And then the driver of the Hyundai attempted to stop another vehicle but sped off. Oh my God! So he been doing some things, and he was taken into custody. The car came to the detention center on gross misdemeanor charges. It's probably gonna be a felony because I know that's a felony. It can be a felony. He was booked on misdemeanor charges and awaiting a court hearing. So, so he must have mental issues, guys. That's crazy. Okay, this is old news, but Jeff Bezos stepped down from Amazon around February the 3rd. It was around that time. He started Amazon from an online bookstore into a shopping empire, online shopping empire. But the CEO position he had nearly 30 years, and he's gonna become executive chairman. He will be replaced, and he's 57 years old, Bezos, by Andy Lassie, who runs Amazon cloud computing business. But he said he wants to have more time for side projects, including his space exploration company, Blue Origin, his philanthropic initiatives, and overseeing the Washington Post, which he owns. But he said he will have a influence over Amazon still. So that's good for him. You know, he has a lot of money, so he can do what he wants, I guess. He can sell a company if he wants to. But I know it's a YouTuber. I don't want to say his name, but he compares Jeff Bezos to Lex Luthor. because Amazon's supposed to be an evil company. Walmart's an evil company too, so that's that. I know Karen Goodman, after his marriage, she had urged Steve Smith like to try to get in more vaccines so people can like take them. But I know they're trying to work on that, so we'll see what happens.